Welcome to the Zohar Connection, Florida. Oh, actually, it's not Zohar Connection, right? We changed the name.
Weekly Energy Boost.
Weekly Energy Boost. Okay, I need to get used to that. Weekly Energy Boost. Okay. I think it's a good name. So we all need this boost of energy. So it's good. So believe it or not, but we are a few days before Rosh Hashanah, right? We count the weeks, but now a few days. And as we know, Parashat Azinu falls on Shabbat. Rosh Hashanah falls on this coming Shabbat. So we're not going to read from Azinu. We're going to read the other portions that related with the energy of Rosh Hashanah. With this is why this week it's recommended to read or scan, learn from Zohar Pinchas and Zohar Emor, because there is a lot. Details, insights, secrets, even though every year we read in the same, but we know it's good for us to prepare our vessel. So it speaks a lot about Rosh Hashanah and the other following holidays. And especially we'd like to connect and remind ourselves about the power of the shofar. This is the main tool that we're going to use in the time of Rosh Hashanah. Now, today we're going to do a little bit different work. We're going to listen to the Rav a little bit. We're going to a short reminder about the shofar. Because, we have all the 5 classes. We have so many classes on Kabbalah.com that we can listen to. So we're going just to remind ourselves, a few things about the shofar. And we're going to do, it's kind of workshop, but it's more to prepare ourselves in a different way to Rosh Hashanah. I don't know if you listen to Michael Berg in this Shabbat, but if not, I really recommend all of you to listen to the lecture. It was very, very powerful lecture. And different type of consciousness, different type of preparation, right? Just to remove the stress from our system. Whatever we're going to do, we always going to feel that it's not enough. We can learn from morning till night. We can do repentance from morning to night, and still we're going to feel, oh, I don't feel ready. I don't feel ready. Maybe there is another thing I should do, right? So we have to take this stress from our system, and we need to understand that in order for me to build a vessel for next year, for sure I need to repent. For sure I need to do my spiritual work, but I need also to make sure that I'm coming ready to Rosh Hashanah, but I'm coming in relaxed. It means my vessel is ready to receive the light. If I have stress, I'm pushing the light away, okay? So all of us are going through that period of time of like different type of stress, external stress, inner stress, right? I'm not sure I'm ready, time flies, everything is so fast, I'm so busy. Okay, fine. So whatever we did till today, it's amazing. Amazing. Tell yourself, whatever I did. Whatever I didn't do, I didn't do. I will share with you a story, beautiful story. It just came to my mind. I didn't prepare this story, but it can help us to understand what does it mean. And it doesn't mean, again, we shouldn't study, we shouldn't do our spiritual work. But when we feel those times that we have a lot of stress in our life, right? So let's see how the light reveal and how the light wants us in that particular time to behave and to connect. So it was a guy that have an amazing desire to read, to study, and to connect with the light of the Creator. And he loved to study, but he need to sustain his family, so he opened a store, and he worked in the store. And he want to study, but he can't because he's working from morning to night. At night, he come home, he need to take care of help with the kids, and make dinner, everything. Then he's so tired, he go to sleep. And okay, in the morning he go to pray, but he need to open the store early, and every day like that. And he is begging and praying to the light, like, I want to study, please help me. So what he did, he came with the idea, he put a book, under the shelf next to the cashier. And every time the customer just paid and left, he take out the book and he start to read. He just opened the book, he read one sentence, another customer coming in. So now, okay, so I need to leave the book and I need to take care of him. So he didn't know what to do. He feels this frustration, I can't even read like half page, I'm reading just sentence by sentence and I don't know what to do. So he went to his teacher and asked him, listen, I need you to help me. This is my desire. This is what I'm doing, but I want more. And his teacher told him, you can't even imagine the level of light that you're revealing, because your desire to connect and to study is so huge, so big, that when you read in just that one sentence, you're revealing so much light that you can't even imagine. Now, your desire is to sit and to draw the light in whatever, 5 hours, 8 hours of study. But right now, this is the way that the Creator wants you to reveal the light. This is the way. So every time you just open the Zohar and you scan and you read, because of your desire and because you don't have time and you craving the light, you're revealing so much light that there is so much happiness in the upper world. So don't worry about it. Just delete it from memory, but keep the desire. Keep the desire, okay? So first of all, we need to understand that, sometimes in our life, there are moments when we feel I don't do enough. It's something that we kind of beating up ourselves, and not necessarily it's true. It's not true. The light, what he wants from us, the Kabbalah is saying, he wants from us our heart. Our heart. Where is my heart? Where is my heart right now? In every moment, my heart belongs to the light or my heart belongs to the opponent? And we would like to connect in this time, to this Rosh Hashanah, we would like to connect with our heart. We like to open our heart. We want to feel the light. We want to remove the stress. We want to remove the fears. We want to come ready to receive new light. If I want to receive new light, if I want to receive new me, I need to welcome my new me, right? With flowers, with perfumes, with good food, with a smile, right? So imagine if we come with all of this stress, we study, we stress. We come to Rosh Hashanah, now be happy. It's very hard even to smile because I'm so stressed all these months. Now to smile, I have everything in my brain. I don't know what to do. I don't feel I'm ready. No, this is one of the tricks of Satan. So we have to, yes, we need to study. Yes, we need to repent. Yes, we need to do, but delete the stress. Let's start to prepare our heart. And there is a beautiful way to do it with Keren today. You will see from previous years, thank God, our teacher Chaim Cohen, he prepared like those short videos, and our IT guy, Mario, can give him the credit. He cut all those videos for us. Very short videos, very powerful consciousness that can help also all of us. I really recommend for all of you to take notes. I will repeat some questions that we can work on, but the idea, not to put more stress. The idea is to ask myself those questions, really to check in. We need to check in to make sure that I'm ready from the inside, not from the outside of the stress of my brain of like, how much did I scan the Zohar? How much did I study? I understand, I didn't understand. All of this stress doesn't help no one. The tools, they are there to help me to be ready. But if I'm stressed about it, I'm not ready. I'm for sure I'm not ready, okay? So let's begin with the short video of the Rav, just to remind ourselves about the shofar, few slides, and then we enter into the videos of Keren and the workshop.
The reason we have the shofar, because there is Bina. Bina. Ima Eli means Bina. Upper Ima. Upper mother. Hanikrat Bina. Also has an intelligence of shofar. Intelligence of shofar. Of this The shofar, the ram's horn, right? Well, we ask, why can't we, blow any which way we want to? Why must it be with the particular shofar that we use? Why not use something else? A bugle, saxophone, anything. If the question is just to produce the sound. So he says, because we have to match up the shofar on this level, will produce the same consciousness as the production or the producing of the consciousness of Bina. Produces the same consciousness.
So let's connect with the Zohar, Emor, verse 202. עלדה באה לכוונה ליבה ורעותה בהנה קלה, ולמהדר בטיובתה קמה מרהון. כדן כד ישראל מתקנה ומסדרי קלין ברעותה דליבה, כדקה יאות, בשופרה דה, ההדר ההוא שופר עילאה, וחד ההדר מעטרה ליעקב, ויתתקן קולה, וחורסיה אחורה רמיו, וכדן חדו ישתכח בחולה, וקודשא בריחו מרחם על עלמה. זכאחו לה כהון דישראל, דידעין לנגדה ולהמשכה למרהון. מדינה לרחמה ולתקנה כולהו, על מין על ידייהו. So the Zohar telling us something very powerful. And the Zohar saying, I'm reading from the Hebrew because the English translation, it wasn't exact what the Hebrew is saying here. And he says, Al ken tzrichim lechaven halev. Remember we talked about the heart. He says, this is why they should tune their heart. Tune their heart. Ve'aratzon bekolot elu. So we need to tune our heart and our desires. Our heart and our desires. In those voices. And then he mentioned the voices, Shem Gimel Pa'amim, Tashrat, Gimel Pa'amim Tashat, Gimel Pa'amim Tarat. It's all the levels of the blowing of the shofar. Velachzor b'tshuva lefnei Adonam. And now they need to repent in front of their master. And then when the Israelite, they correcting and they blowing the shofar in the right order, beretzon halev karaui, with the desire of the heart, in the exact way, בשופר הזה למטה, with this shofar here on the in the Malchut, הוחזר שופר עליון להעיר, so now we awakening the upper shofar in the upper world, because there is another shofar. Remember, this world is like a mirror. Whatever we do here, there is in the upper world. So when we blow the shofar here, the Rabbi should explain, with the desire of the heart, but in the exact way, right? We make it, making the blowing of the shofar in the right order and with the right intention. So now the upper shofar came back to shine. And what is the upper shofar? This is Bina. We know Bina is the cosmic bank. All the blessings come from the level of Bina. וכשחוזר להאיר, and when the light come back to shine, הוא מאתר את יעקב שהוא זעיר אנפין. He connect with Jacob. Jacob represent the level of זעיר אנפין. והכל מתעדכן והוטל כיסא אחר, דהיינו כיסא רחמים, and everything being corrected. And now there is a new chair, the chair of mercy. Chair of mercy. ואז נמצא שמחה בכל. And now we can find happiness everywhere. והקדוש ברוך הוא מרחם על העולם. And the light, זעיר אנפין, have mercy on the entire world. אשרי חלקם של ישראל שיודעים להנהיג ולהמשיך את אדוני מדין לרחמים. What a merit the Israelites have, that they know how to transform and to change the judgment into mercy. They connecting with the heart of the Creator and they transforming that judgments into mercy. ולתקן על ידיהם כל העולמות, and to correct by correct how? By them. We need to correct. It says they correcting the entire universes. Correcting the entire universes. So imagine if we come in with all the stress, all of our negativity to Rosh Hashanah, even we smiling, but if we're not feeling complete, if we're not feeling like, that's it, I did my best, we can't meditate, we can't put the right intention when we blow in the shofar. So then many times we can do 1% work. I was there, but I wasn't there. So this is why this year we would like to connect, more like to do the inner work and to really check in where I'm at right now, okay? So let's just go over a few slides just to remind us the power of the shofar. So we know shofar, it's 586, tokpo, right? To attack. We're attacking what? We're attacking all the negativities. Okay, I'm just, again, we're not stopping to explain everything, it's just a reminder. You can find everything also in Days of Power, in Kabbalah.com. There are a lot of classes about it if you want to go deep. Also, the Zohar explains about it. Shofar, we have the Shin and Vav, and Pei and Resh. So Shin and Vav, numerical value, 306. We have the hand of the person that holds the shofar, and we have 14 joints, okay? 14 joints. Together it's 320, okay? So it represents the aspect of the male judgments. And now we have the Pei and Resh. Pei and Resh, numerical value 280, and also represent the Mantzepach, is the 5 final letters with the 5, now with the 5 fingers, okay? Because it's Mantzepach, 5 letters and 5 fingers, and represent the female aspect of judgments. So it's not by coincidence that the name shofar called shofar. This is what the Rav asked also. Why not to do with different instrument, right? If just to make the sound. There are a lot of secrets behind why we're using shofar. Now, it says also that we should listen, lishmoa kol shofar, to hear the voice of shofar, okay? So if we're taking the first letters, Lamed, Kuf, and Shin, and the last letters, Ain, Lamed, Resh, last letters, we're receiving Kuf, Resh, Ain, Sin, Det, Nun. It's the same numerical value, but we're missing 1 right here. So with I explain with the kolel, with the name itself, we're receiving the same numerical value. Also what it does, what is the secret here? Kuf, Resh, Ain, Sin, Det, Nun, remember we want to tear apart all of the blockages, all of the veils, everything that we created during the year by our short circuit. Many times we're looking for those crazy big short circuit, but every day we can create short circuit. I don't even know it's a short circuit. I don't even remember ideas, right? So this is why, Michael Berger explains something beautiful in Shabbat. He says, listen, what we did till now, we did. But the creator said, but you're still here. Atem nitzavim, right? You're still here. So it means whatever you did in the past, you did. So I forgive you. You're still here. If you steal, it means I forgive you, right? So you have more time to correct. But now, there are 2 aspects. There is the aspect of the 1% of us need to do the work, but there is the other aspect of the light, that the light is judging us or the light is with us. And we need to remember that the light is with us. That fear that always Satan put in our mind, right? That we're afraid we're not good enough, I didn't do enough, I need to change all the time. That fear, we can't live with that 24/7. Rabbi explained that if a person have it in his mind most of the time, he can't live. He can't live life. This is not tree of life. It's not tree of life. Yes, we need to think about our negativity. We need to look for it. But when I find it now, okay, look for the light. Look how you can bring in the light and correct it. But from the point of the light, we need to know, remember what the light wants from us? Our heart. We saw into just, action, I didn't do, and we calculating so much. But the light wants to check if my heart is also involved in the action and in the intention. He checking our heart. This is what we need to make sure to check in. Just a second. Is my heart involved in that spiritual work this month, or just my head? I'm so stressed. Just a second. Let's check in. And this is why the Kabbalah has given us all of those combinations, right? And this is just to remind us, you see all the combinations here. It's also will appear in your Siddur. It will appear, I'm sure, on the screen while you're doing the connection with Rosh Hashanah, right? This is the blessing. It says when the Baal Shofar, the Baal Koreh, the one that actually will blow in the shofar, he's going to make the blessing. We need to meditate as we blow in the shofar. So we need to meditate that we are one soul with him. We are all one. Meditate that you are one. He make the blessing. We can scan all those intentions, right? And then we can connect and do the Amen. Okay? So let's begin with the first consciousness from Keren to help us to prepare ourselves and to prepare our heart to Rosh Hashanah.
We've come here today, to Rosh Hashanah, basically to ask of the Creator life, health, sustenance, and for many, many blessings. We ask sometimes for a lot, but who are we actually to ask at all? We look sometimes to others for kindness, for love, for care, for compassion. But oftentimes, we get so involved inside of our own being that we forget to extend ourselves to others. Who am I and who my energy is and what I choose to give of that is some of the questions we have to innately ask ourselves on this particular occasion. It is human, as human as can be, to see ourselves in our lives almost always seeing the glass is half empty. And the reason is the same reason that when Moses stood in front of the Israelites in the desert, he had to beg God to allow them to exist, because we call it human nature. But our nature is basically, okay, I have this and I have this and I have that. But see over here, this is what I'm missing. And too many times when we concentrate our efforts on ourselves, we lose the effect of being who we are. The being, is the capacity to share with others. And judgment is the thing, unfortunately, that separates us. What is judgment? Basically, okay, you judge a human being for not acting as you think he should or would. But if we understand that where we are at this point in our life and at this very moment is exactly who that should be, and that person next to you who you think is acting in a terrible manner, in a different way, he is exactly where he needs to be. And the only one can decide and to judge is not us. It's not that part. Because what we ask for now is what the Creator can only give us. You know, when a child is in the street and he's running across the street and the stranger sees him, he runs and he grabs him, he takes him, he pulls him away from the car. Or when somebody's in trouble, they have police or whatever it is, they go and they try to help them. Nobody bothers to ask, you know, where did he come from? What does he need? How much he is? Where he is? And this particular way is the way we have to start to try to feel, at least tonight. That we, you and I and all of us, are part of being able to change the consciousness of the world. Change it in what way? That we understand as a group and as a whole, that in the unity of who we are, we can change judgment. We can rearrange the things that are negative, not only for ourselves, but for the world.
Very powerful. Do with your head if you think it's powerful. Okay. There are so, like each sentence of Keren, we can do a class about. I'm just listening again. I'm saying, oh my God, each sentence I can like do a class about it. But okay, we don't have much time to do a class about it. We have 5 videos, and we have amazing meditation at the end, just to prepare our heart to the holiday. So, but few points that we can take from it. And again, as I said, I recommend to write the questions, and maybe you can think about it after. We have a few days to think about it. Actually, it's a work for the whole year. It's very, very powerful. So first of all, Karen asking the question, right? Like, who am I? Who am I? Why I'm here? Why I'm in this world? What I need to do in this world? And many times we fall into that delusion that we see other people doing things that they shouldn't do, that I think they shouldn't do, and I'm judging them, right? Even if you say nothing, but you're judging them. In that specific moment, I'm actually losing my connection with the light, and I'm losing time, really precious time to do my spiritual work. And we learned that many times even what you see about the other person exists in you. But I rather to judge the person and not check myself. Now, Rav Ashach explained that when we come into this world, each one of us, it's called foundation. Foundation. Each one of us have his own foundation. As Karen explained, maybe he should do what he just did. He's part of his foundation. But this is the way he came here to correct. How do you know? How do you know what is good for the person or not? In your eyes, it looks like bad, but maybe in his correction right now, he's supposed to go through that situation and what he did. Okay? So we need to be careful, and to make sure that we connecting, first of all, with the light, because we studied like few classes ago that, I want to elevate myself to that level to see the truth in everything, to see the truth. This is why imagine like Kabbalists, they don't run every second to tell every person what he needs to do and what his correction, even though they see it. Imagine how much restriction they need to do. They have said many times, my restriction is not to say, everything I see. Not to say, this is why if you have the merit to be next to the Rav was many hours can be quiet. They ask him questions, and he's thinking and he's looking, and it's a huge restriction not to see what you really see, because not necessarily the person is there, not necessarily he's ready right now to receive. But we as human beings, we just like, we're throwing it out, no, I know what I see, I know what I mean, I know what I need to do. How do you know? Do you know who you are? Are you working on your correction? Are you busy right now with outside of you? So this is like something very, very powerful. And to check, what is my energy? What can I give from me? Not what you can give me. If I'm checking my energy and I see and I know who I am and what is my energy now, what can I give from me, from my energy? How can I contribute? How can I be there for others? This is what I need to ask myself. It can be my family members, my kids, my neighbors, people, my co-workers, my boss. How can I be there for them? Again, doesn't mean 24 hours just to help them and serve them. No, it's just a matter of thoughts, of consciousness. Then don't worry, the light will provide you the opportunities just to start to think like that, right? And then we need to think what the Creator want to give me this year. What the Creator want to give me this year. There are so many blessings because I'm so stuck with my own consciousness of like what I'm missing and I want it, and all of those temporary desires or desires that lacking the light of the Creator in them. The light says, what are you talking about? I have for you treasures. Instead of like just focus on small things, focus on me. Cleave yourself to me and just try to imagine what I want to give you. What I want to. So if we start to ask, what the Creator want to give me this year? Because everything that the Creator give us, right? For us, it's a loan for another year to overcome my own opponent. So yes, I need to have desires. I can't be a robot. But also I need to ask the question, okay, this is what I want, but light, what I need? What do I need for my correction? Those are my desires, this is what I want for next year. But you know what? What do I need? What do you want to give me that can help me to elevate myself to my next level? Okay?
We've come here tonight, today, to the next thing, of course, we want, and the most important thing we can want, is for our own forgiveness. The ability to go inside and to wash away all those things that we've done and find a space that we can say to ourselves that we are good enough, that we're fine enough, that we can succeed in that which we do. But the only way we're going to get that type of feeling inside, to take ourselves to a place of understanding and to light, is to understand that regardless of what we might think or our situation in life, it is that place that we need to be, either to be ushered forward or to learn something from that experience. And if we go with that consciousness, if we understand that, then nothing is really that difficult. The most darkest things that can happen to a human being, the most darkest things that there are for us, for that understanding says, what is my next lesson? Where am I supposed to go with that? And if we can get there, if we can accomplish that, if we can learn to forgive ourselves, because if we have not the ability to do that, then we cannot forgive others. The same way you cannot have love if you don't know how to love yourself. It's incumbent on all of us to do that. And tonight, and especially now,
this is a very, very powerful point, what just Karen said. You know, it's something that we're not realizing and we don't pay attention to it. But, you know, many times we're so upset on ourselves about things we thought we wanted to do or we should do and we didn't do, or things we did and we think we shouldn't do, right? And we're so upset and we don't even think about it, right? And we continue with life and we don't even put attention that intention that I need to forgive myself. You know, we're thinking about maybe many times about repentance, what I did to others, what I did to others. We're looking like, you know, far. But, you know, in this parasha, in the last parasha, Nitzavim, when we read Nitzavim, it says that it's not far from you. It's not in the heavens. It's not behind the ocean. It's in our heart and in our mouth, right? Beficha uvilvavcha la'asoto. So it means like everything is inside of me. The light of the Creator is in me. And the same way I'm reflecting the light of the Creator to the outside, this is how much I can receive. We need to start to stop always that look outside and start to check in more inside, and to make sure that I'm really checking myself where I'm at right now. And we can find out, you know, that many times we're so upset about ourselves. And as Karen said, you know, we're all looking for love. We're all looking for love. Not just love of men and women, any type of love, you know, that my boss will love me, my neighbors will appreciate me, my kids, my husband, my wife, my boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, like people around us, we want to have love, to feel loved, right? This is why sometimes we're doing so much and we don't feel we're receiving in the same level, right? But Karen said something amazing, because if I don't love myself, how I think I can receive love? How even I can recognize that it's love? Because if my vessel right now is full from that negativity, that whatever I'm thinking about myself, but still I'm so bitter that nobody loved me and people doesn't appreciate me and nobody said blah, 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 whatever. We just whining all the time or some of the time. So again, I'm concentrated in what? In the negative energy, and I'm not realizing, just a second. When I open my eyes in the morning and I'm looking in the mirror, do I love myself? You know, imagine, it just came to my mind, right? Crazy idea. Maybe you do that, I don't know. But you know, when you wake up in the morning and you look at the mirror, are you telling yourself, good morning, with excitement? Right, Miriam? You look at yourself in the mirror in the morning, good morning, my love, Miriam, good morning, right? Why are we not excited to see ourselves? You know, wake up in the morning, okay, washing our face, brushing our teeth, oh, another day, you know. Why are we not saying, good morning, hey, welcome back, I missed you, right? You know, the soul leaving us at night and the soul came back. So why not to say good morning, right? I don't know, it's just an idea. If you want to do it, do it. But it's something to excite myself already in the morning, right? So we need to start to find tricks to start to love myself. If I'm going to start to love myself more and more, I'm going to start to recognize, oh my God, you know, how much love I'm receiving every day? First of all, from the light. The light gives me 24/7 love. 24/7 love. And I don't even feel it, I don't appreciate that. So imagine how much love people giving us. You know, it was, maybe Miriam, you can help me. There is a show called Kanar al Agag. How do you call it in English? You remember this show? Kanar al Agag. It's a show. I don't remember the name in English, but in the show, telling
The
his
Fiddler on the Roof.
what?
The Fiddler on the Roof.
The Fiddler on the Roof. Thank you, thank you. So there is an amazing part of it that he's telling his wife, do you love me? Do you love me? And she don't answer it. And he continued, do you love me? So she said, what do you mean? You know, I'm washing your clothes, I'm raising your kids, I'm cooking for you, I'm doing everything for you. If this is not love, what do you think it's love, right? So people doing so much things around, like for us, and we still feel like, I don't feel he loved me. I don't feel she loved me. What are you talking about? What is love? You want the person to hug you all day long and kiss you? This is love? I'm not sure you're going to love it for a long time. Maybe for 5 minutes, but then just leave me alone, you know? I have things to do, right? So what is really love? And because I don't know what does it mean to love myself, I don't know what does it mean when people give me love. And this is something we need to start to decide to work on from now and for next year. Let's continue for the third point. As I said before, you know, each point we can talk
The
forever,
next thing, of course,
but we don't have much time to do it. So let's continue.
what remains at the end is what I have done, what I can see that I have given to others, and what I have created so that this world is better because I existed in it. And for most of us, the things that we find the most difficult is to find God in all things, is to find goodness in all things, and to find growth. The true pathway of our soul is when we look at another individual, we don't find out what's wrong with him, but what's right with him. When we see with eyes that somehow see the cup always half full. We are not here really to correct our anger or to correct our selfishness or even our words that we've hurt others. We're here to bring ourselves to a place that we understand that our world and everything in it is determined by our own consciousness. This is the true world. What the center wants to do is give us the tools that we can experience the existence of our being in the realm of consciousness. For if we are not conscious, and you know, when I say conscious, everyone says, well, I'm conscious, right? I got news for you. 95% of the time, we all robots. I mean, how many of you have experienced that? You know, you get into your car and you're talking to somebody, and voila, you find yourself home. How'd you get there? Car knows how to go there. That's because our mind has a set point, and we're not in consciousness most of the time.
Beautiful. Beautiful. So something amazing, you know, that Karen were talking about it, like in many of her lectures, and I heard Karen say it many, many times. Karen, you know, when she used to give lectures, especially in Shabbat, when she used to come to Florida or come to Boca, so Karen used to say, you know, if I'm not going to stand here today, someone else will stand here and give the lecture, right? So what does it mean? It means like I need to choose to do my spiritual work because I want to influence others. I want to make sure, as Karen mentioned, you know, what I'm going to leave behind me. When a person will leave this world, what I'm going to leave behind me. You know, what type of energy I'm going to leave behind me. That I'm really helping others because, you know, we all teachers and we all students, all of us. It doesn't have to be your profession, but we all teachers, we all students, we all light, we all vessels, we all receivers, we all givers, right? This is the cycle. So I need to make sure that just a second, you know, which type of light I want to leave behind me. What I did in this world, okay? And the way that I'm sharing and I'm giving, and this is my intention, this is why I need to put my heart in everything, because everything that we are doing or saying, we affecting the universe. So the way I'm doing something right now, I need to check how I'm doing it, how I'm giving to the other person, or what I'm giving to the other person right now. What I'm giving to the other person right now that can change the world to be a better place. That can change the world to be a better place. And you know, again, it starts with the small things. Small things can be consciousness, can be a smile even. Whatever we're sharing, how that sharing can add more to the universe, okay? Now, and what Karen said about the center, right? The Kabbalah Center that we all thank God. Karen pushed the Rav to open the Kabbalah Center to everyone that wish to learn and to change. And it's something we have to appreciate and to remind ourselves, not take it for granted that we can sit here today and can talk. You know, if the center wouldn't open by Karen, right? So I don't know if I will know you guys, right? So we need to appreciate that we can talk and know each other and can study together. But the center giving us the tool to have the experience in the level of the consciousness. The level of the consciousness, it means whatever I'm taking myself, what the center give me, and again, the center, many times the Rav Karen explain, it's not the building. Yeah, we need building was, you know, when to sit, it's nice to sit with air conditioning and study. Now you sit in home and we study also, but it's not the physical center. It's the experience in our consciousness. So whatever I'm taking myself out there to the world, I'm taking the center with me. I'm taking this consciousness with me. And this is why I need to ask myself just a second. To be a spiritual person, it's not just in the center. It's whatever I'm going, I need to take myself with me, to take the center with me. So in each moment, I need to start to practice, to ask myself, that sharing I'm doing right now, how can I take the center energy and inject into this person, into this situation, and add more and more light to this person's life and to the entire world. So while I'm raising the person up, I'm also raising my consciousness up, okay?
What remains at the end is what I have done. I'd like you for a moment just to join with me and say the words with me of a little sort of prayer that I whipped up. So if you can, please say this with me. Creator of the universe, please see the effort I made that I have tried to walk a mile in my brother's shoes, and to have empathy and care for all, and to see the good in all things. I ask you to have compassion for the times I fell on my journey, and to give me another chance to be a better servant for you and for the good of humanity. We can create a strong wall of consciousness. We have the greatest possibility to do that at a time when we have so many tables. We are about 4,000 strong in this room. The 4,000 isn't a great number. We have a job to do. And we're not here just to have a great time, which we will, and not to have, communication with our friends, which we'll have. But if 4,000 can reach 4 more and 4 more and 4 more, then maybe we won't have to fight the battles that the world is going through today and find a better place. It will be a better place. But we want it to come through heaven and not through hell. And we can help that happen. The Rav has taught us to be unwavering as soldiers to the light. And for myself, and for all of us in the center, we're committed. Are you? Shana Tova.
It's amazing how Karen brings stuff in a very simple way, right? When you hear Karen talk, it's very simple. When we come to life, right, many times it's very hard to apply. But as Karen mentioned, right, so in that particular Rosh Hashanah, it was 4,000 people. Remember this year, even though you're doing it at home, you're not alone. We're going to do it with so many people around the world. So we might have even more than 4,000 people. And also remember that the Kabbalists explained, always we're not alone. Because the righteous people in the upper world, they're always watching us. And they're waiting for us to ask for help. We just need to ask for that help. So imagine this year, if you're doing if you're doing live streaming, you're not alone. You're not alone. We have thousands of people like connecting with us. And also just remind ourselves, we're doing this work not just for ourselves, we're doing it for humanity. That day of Rosh Hashanah, those 2 days, remember, we born. And the Zohar explained that the entire humanity, entire human beings, they've been judged in that specific day. So imagine how many people in this world doesn't even know that they've been judged right now. They don't know. They don't know. So we as somehow we have the merit to learn about it and to know it so we can defend ourselves. But I don't want to do this work just for me. I want to make sure I have that real care. I open my heart and I can share and pray for humanity, for the entire world, okay? And now, we're going to do a meditation with Karen that will help us to prepare ourselves in a very soft way to receive the light of this Rosh Hashanah, to continue to do our spiritual work with the inner stress, not with external stress. Because remember, the light wants to enter the vessel. So if I will put more external stress, it will be very hard for me to receive this light. I need to choose, I need to have that desire to receive more. I mean, I want to do more in order for me to receive more. And this is inner stress. So let's connect with Karen, with the meditation. She will guide us now. Very powerful. Enjoy.
Basically, I'm asking you to put your feet flat on the floor, your hands at your sides. Lift your eyes just a bit above the field of vision and close them. Let the muscles of your face to the back of your neck relax. Shoulders into your arms, down to the tips of your fingers. Just relax. Down your spine and let your body just sit comfortably. Turn your legs to the bottom of your feet, just to clear your mind and have nothing for these few moments, just the sound of my voice and you being at one with yourself. Take a few deep breaths in and out through the mouth. And now, just for these little bit of time, imagine yourself folding into a ball of energy. Hear yourself like a ball of light. And in that ball of light, all of our being is condensed into one swirling force of energy, of white light. Imagine and visualize that ball leaving this room, going up, 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 out of the hotel, into the atmosphere, going above the atmosphere and seeing the earth from another plane, above the earth's atmosphere, in this ball of light and energy. Allow yourself to move in this sphere without fear, with comfort, with connection, and float until you see a palatial palace. In that palace, you walk up the stairs onto a platform of pure white onyx. And you're not a body anymore, you're an energy. You're an energy surrounded in warmth and in love, in security. And suddenly we see above us this great, humongous angel, angel of light, angel that generates to us energy. And we run to cling to the angel. We run to cling to the energy, to be engulfed with these many other souls in this beautiful oneness of unity. And suddenly we look to the distance and we can see the ones who we love sorely and who left us. Visualize as they come closer to us. Visualize them, of course, as you remember them in life. Feel their energy as they come close to you. And be happy with a chance to be together again. And together with all of those loved ones, those that perhaps we never had the chance to say how much we love them to, and embrace them with that love. And feel as if the angel itself is holding you within its wings, guiding you, caring for you, and loving you. And the image of those that left stays there with you for this moment. For the angel is the angel Gabriel. The angel Gabriel controls the wheel of life and soul. He is the one that decides which souls are ready for their next incarnation, which souls will be on the wheel to come back. The great angel Gabriel, who knows all the things that we didn't get the chance to say we're sorry for, and all the things that we need forgiveness for, and all the letters that we didn't write, and the kisses that we didn't give, and the love that we didn't share. And in this moment is allowing us to come back to them, to come from the soul. And as we prepare ourselves for the great sounds of the shofar that will pierce our heart and allow tears to fall, that we will be part of with the grace of God, the forgiveness of this day. Look at those that have left us and say, I loved you so much, but I didn't tell you as much as I should have. Or I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the things that I did that hurt you. And feel as their eyes pierce yours, feel their forgiveness to you, and embrace that. For today you can clean yourself of all that could have, would have, should have. We are pure and clean as if we were born today. And our soul is ready to be renewed with the help of this great angel, Gabriel, the angel of the wheel of life. He transcends that of time and of space. And so, as we listen to the separate sounds that are not truly of this world, the call, yearning to be close, that our soul wants to go to the Creator, the Shvarim, the short, sobbing sounds, and the truer, the tears that will shed. We have the opportunity to go into our soul and choose for next year the journey that it needs to make us close to our fulfillment, purpose in this world. Doesn't matter what was last year. For last year is gone. Tomorrow is forever. So, just for a moment more, look into the eyes of those that you have just found again. Feel the love and share that energy together. And slowly let them leave, go back into their world. there's always a piece of them that will remain with us, as there's always a spark of the Creator that remains for us, even when we leave this physical dimension. Now, as we gaze up, not with our eyes, but with our heart and with our soul, and feel the immensity and the beauty of the dimensions above our own. And for a moment, we're thankful for the capacity, for the ability to go out of our own mental images to see the image of divinity and of beauty. Because there's only one thing in this world that heals, and that's love. And first we need to love ourselves. And if we have that, then we have a genuine love for others. Sure, we love the physical world and the physicalities that are in it. But if you can give your soul and feel the harmony of that, feel the gentleness of being close to someone because we become better when we're with them, sharper, kinder. That's the essence of friendship. It's not the niceties that we share, but the capacity with somebody else to bring us to our next level, as we are when we're with the Creator and the angels which He created. And so just for a few more moments, allow our spirit to remain in this realm of light, breathing in the energy of a higher realm, of a higher being, as we will with the calls of the call to the call. Hearken, listen. Your soul is calling. Your essence is calling you closer to home, to what's real. The familiarities of the day are wonderful, but it is only in the realm of the soul can we find true existence, and to be kinder in the days to come. It says, the moving finger writes, and having writ moves on, nor all your curse or wit can call it back, nor all your tears wash out a trace of it. Be conscious of those that are needing your strength and your care, and allow that which we are about to receive penetrate into our soul and heart to give us strength and renewed vitality to bring our soul purpose forward in this world, for ourselves and for others, and by so doing strengthen our bonds. There's nothing greater than service to create bonds within yourself and the Creator. And so allow this beautiful spirit again to come back out of this beautiful place, down back into the sphere and seeing Earth from above, allowing the sphere of energy to come down again back into the world through this place, and let it penetrate into our physical heart and spread through our body and come back here into this place. Kindness that we share here and the bonding and the unity will vibrate not only for ourselves and our communities, but every vibration connects to the rest of the world to make it better, to make us better. And so I will count from 1 to 5. And at 5, we come back hopefully just a bit more connected than we were before. Please, when I finish the meditation, please don't applaud, just keep the energy. Let it stay where it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Deep, deep, deep breath. 5. Shana Tova.
Wow. So I would like to wish all of us good luck this year with our spiritual work. We can open our hearts, we can connect with who we really are, to receive the strength that we're supposed to have, and to put the intention, and to put our heart in everything that we are doing, to make sure we add in more light, more positive energy to this world and to other people. And the main thing that very important, that Karen mentioned again, is to find the way to love ourselves, and then we can love others, and others can give us back the love that we're supposed to receive.